Here we are. Here is one of our models' accounts. I'm not going to share any usernames, nothing like that. So don't, for obvious reasons, right? Refresh the page, last 7 days, 6K. But as you can see, we're in the red. This is actually a bad month for us, believe it or not, on this particular model. So again, there's nothing to really share here. I'm not going to share the profile. I'm not going to go through the messages, obviously, for obvious reasons. But this is just to kind of prove that this business model does work. We do have models making upwards of 50K a month. And obviously some of our students are making 30K a month. So just for some of you who may be new to this business model, don't worry, you haven't wasted your money. You've in fact invested in exactly the right thing. So a very quick, not really quick, an introduction to this. So we're going to be going through a masterclass on growing AI models Instagrams. As you may have seen, already on the market is many models with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, some of which, may be ours or maybe our students. So not that we'd disclose that information, but yeah, it does exist on the market right now. So yeah, I'm going to show you exactly how you can grow an Instagram and obviously how to maintain that following and convert them to your fan view pages and make money. I want you to listen carefully and take some notes as you will. This lesson may be available after this. I am recording right now, but what I do with that recording, I haven't decided quite yet. So I'm going to be referring back to the course. So obviously you lot have the course, you have access to the course. So there's some specific things that I didn't want to cover because they're already covered in the course, but I will reference back to the course. For example, I may say during the lesson, refer back to this section of the course because it covers this more extensively. Can everyone mute, please? Of course, if there is any kind of contradicting information to the course or any contradicting information that you've heard elsewhere or whatever, there is such thing as two pieces of information also, existing at the same time and being true. So if that is the case and you're unsure, feel free to just ask in the Discord community. That's exactly what the Discord community is for. And one of the more experienced students or one of the coaches will get back to you as soon as possible. So in terms of your Instagram account layout, that's extremely important in actually gaining followers and gaining conversions, more importantly. So the way that your Instagram is actually laid out will determine whether people choose to follow you, whether people choose to convert to your fan view. It's massively important. And a lot of people overlook it and just think, yeah, I'm just posting chicks online. These guys, they're fucking degenerates. They're going to just subscribe anyway. Yes, they will. They are fucking rats. But the reality is that you're still, you have to have a perfect funnel, not perfect, but you have to have a good funnel to be able to, get conversions and get followers on your Instagram. So start with the very basics, username and name. You're going to want something very clean. I personally don't like any usernames with numbers, loads of underscores, random words, fucking sprawled in the username. It's completely irrelevant. The model's name and maybe like an extra word, like for example, Aitana, fit_Aitana. She's like a gym niched model, right? So that makes sense. Only Aitana would make sense as well because she, has an OnlyFans. It's a fan view, but she has an OnlyFans. Stuff like that. If it's relevant and it's clean, that's all that really matters. Emojis in the name. So for example, here, Aitana Lopez and a little sparkle, some fucking gay shit. That shows a bit of personality. So you could factor in if your model's niche down to football or soccer, you could put a fucking football next to her name, if that makes sense. Yeah, not too much to explain there really. And also you can relate to your model's niche. Again, fit Aitana, it works. If your model was a fucking dancer, you could put dancer_Maddie if that's your model's name. Profile picture. Now your profile picture is essentially the first impression of your model. So customers, that is the first thing that they'll see, whether you're in a comment section or you're just popping up on their feed. The first thing that they'll see of you is either that piece of content that they obviously come across or your profile picture. So it needs to leave a good impression. and it needs to make people want to click on your profile, because especially your current followers, obviously you have stories, and the first thing that pops up with stories is your profile picture. So you need to make people want to click every single time they see that. Your profile picture should be provocative. Maybe provocative isn't the correct word, but it should be, you know, enticing, but not sexual. Like Aitana's, you can see a bit of cleavage here. It makes you want to click on it. You can see that she's a good looking girl, but she's not fucking naked. If that, yeah, you get it. Bio. Keep your bios very, very simple. Bios do not need to be overcomplicated. Don't fucking put some weird shit. I've seen some weird bios about. There's no point. Just keep it very simple. Model's location, model's interests, what the model's into. That kind of information is key to put in the bio. Whereas putting just some long paragraph about how much she loves to go fishing on the weekends, absolutely pointless. Just put fishing with an emoji. It's a lot cleaner. It's a lot simpler. These fucking guys who are gonna subscribe and they're your target audience, they have the simplest brains in the world. So one words to describe things are the easiest way to get across to them, essentially. And you need a CTA in your bio. Now, Aitana is very famous. Everyone knows that she's got a fan view page. She doesn't need, you know, a direct call to action. However, if you're a smaller model, what you're going to want to put at the end. So where this says AI influencer here, put that as well, by the way. You need to disclose your AI. But where it says that, you should have a pointing arrow down to your link. Very important, and very important that you do have a link here. Do not put a direct fan view link for obvious reasons. You will get banned. Put a link tree or whatever the fuck, Beacons AI. Yeah, a link encryption service you're going to want to put there. Posts. Now, a lot of people think, oh yeah, my girl does OnlyFans or fan view. I need to post loads of sexual shit. I need to make her a huge slut. That's going to make people want to subscribe. It's false. If you have a feed full of bikini pictures, these guys are just going to fucking bust over those bikini images, and they're not going to bother subscribing to your fan view. As you can see, Aitana has a very clean feed. There's not too much skin, but also, you know, for example, here, it's a little bit sexualized. There's nothing to fucking jizz over. That's the main important thing, because at the end of the day, that is who you're going to be converting. So yeah, you need to keep your post clean, but also try to get 12 plus ASAP. Now, why you do this is because if you're viewing Instagram on a phone, as you can see right here, what you have is either 9 or some phones have 12 squares that come up. So it just makes the feed look super clean. So try to get these 12 up as soon as you can, because it's just going to make the profile look cleaner and, you know, lead to more conversions, followers, etc. Reels are super important, and reels are going to be the main way that we gain a new organic audience into our page. So post using the reel strategy that is covered in the course. As I said at the start, we're going to reference the course, but the reel strategy that we put in the course, we actually debated whether we should put it in this cheap course, because it's mainly for our one-to-one mentorship students, because it is that fucking good. However, we've given it to you guys. It is the easiest way to grow on Instagram right now, and like by far, it's so easy. As long as you have a foundation to lay on, use that reel strat every day of the week. I also would add, don't have reels on your feed. I think it looks a bit shit, and there's no real reason to do so when you can just generate an AI image of a girl, and it can look nicer than if you just it's lazy at the end of the day. So once your account is set up, the first thing you're going to need to do is to drive traffic. So I have listed some traffic methods. This is not all the traffic methods that exist in the world, obviously. However, these are some of the more famous traffic methods that you're going to come across. Listen in. Essentially, a lot of people will go into Instagram and start posting reels and be like, why the fuck am I not gaining subscribers or followers? And it's because you have no foundation to lay on. So you actually need to drive traffic to your Instagram account before you start driving traffic. That doesn't make sense, but it does make sense. So mother slave method. Now I've put this as kind of a blanket term. Mother slave method, I basically mean just maxing out interactions on an Instagram account. But mother slave method is effectively when you have your main account and then you drive traffic using a load of slave accounts and you max out interactions such as likes, story views, follows, and then you're targeting all your target audience. So they're going to follow you, come into the fan view, and that is kind of the goal of that. So I've rated this 2-star out of 5 purely because it's not the most effective method. However, it is extremely easy to find bots for this or to outsource it to agencies. So it's not the most effective method, but it is very, very easy, very, very simple to grasp. And you can even do this manually, although doing it manually is extremely long-winded and you're going to get sick of it in a couple of days. So if you are going to do it, outsource for sure. Paid promos, 5-star. You literally cannot go wrong with paid promos as long as you're doing it correctly. If you need someone to run or you need a plug for paid promos, simply message me on Discord and I can give you that. Don't get scammed with paid promos. A lot of people will message you asking, do you want to be featured on this page? Tell them to fuck off. They're going to be scamming you. No one's featuring you on your page for free. And yeah, it's just not happening. You need to find a good promo provider. Again, I can sort that. So message me on Discord. That's absolutely fine. Paid promo is going to bring a mass audience. So you've probably seen on meme pages, if you follow meme pages, you've seen OnlyFans girls on there, and you probably clicked on a few of these adverts yourself because you're like, fucking hell, it's a fit girl. Essentially, any Instagram account with a large reach that posts a fit girl on their feed, no matter if that's a business page, if that's a fucking page for cats, if that's a meme page, guys are going to be on there and guys are going to want to see females. That's just nature. So yeah, any page you're promoting on, you're basically going to get eyes and you're going to get eyes instantly. That's one of the benefits of promo. Plus, with paid promo, you're growing your Instagram account directly. So in terms of growing your Instagram account, 5-star. Mass DMs, you can reach a mass audience super, super fast. You're also in these guys' inboxes. Like, remember, these guys have never received a message from a female in their lives. They're going to be extremely excited when they see that your models message them or, a female's message them. And you're basically putting in front of them either a link to a free trial or a link to your page or something like this. And they're going to think, fucking hell, this girl, she really wants me. Yeah, they're sad. Super targeted, but there will be a load of wasted DMs. So I've rated that 4 out of 5-star because a lot of the reach that we're going to be getting is going to be guys who aren't interested, guys that know it's a bot or females. So yeah, there's no real way to avoid those kind of people unless you're manually doing mass DM. And if you are doing that, don't do that. Yeah, IG ads, extremely shit. They can limit your account and they're very expensive. However, you can really target with this, with IG ads if you know what you're doing. They're expensive as fuck. And in fact, if you're paying Instagram for extra reach, they'll limit your account so that the only way you can get reach is if you pay Instagram. So I don't really recommend IG ads at all. IG ads and paid promo, just to clarify different things. Paid promo is when you pay like a large page to advertise yours. IG ads is when you actually boost a post or go on your fucking Meta business account and run ads through there and you pay Instagram directly. Yeah, not recommended. External. So you can actually grow your Instagram through, as you probably know, TikTok, YouTube, news articles. If you paid for press from like a big newspaper and they mentioned the Instagram, it's going to grow, obviously. But external, they obviously have to switch platforms. It's, not as beneficial as a paid promo, for example, where you literally, they have your at and all they have to do is click one button and they're at your page. External, they have to either switch browser or switch to their phone. It's fucking long and yeah, not too effective. But if you are on like a TikTok live or some shit, which is going to be hard because you're an AI model, that's one way to obviously gather traffic to an AI model. So once we have started to gain followers, there are 3 things now that we need to do. 3 steps we need to do. We need to nurture our incoming followers, keep them sweet. We need to stay consistent with our posting and we need to bring in new followers, more importantly. So how do we nurture followers? We nurture followers mainly in 4 ways. So one, story posts. Story posts are going to keep your customers at the front of their feeds. So when you post a story, if they've just started following you, you're most likely going to come up at the start of their story feed, meaning that they're going to click on it. If you stay consistent with stories, that's going to continue to happen if they like your stories or interact with your stories, or you get many interactions with your stories from external people, you're going to come up first on their feeds. So the idea of stories is that your model is active right now because that post has been posted within the last 24 hours. And also, stories are just extremely easy to stay in front of your customers' eyes. That's kind of the idea. You want to stay as much as you can in front of your followers' eyes, not only so you can boost your Instagram, but also so they're more likely to convert to your fan view page. Feed posts. Regular feed posts are obviously important. They keep fans interactive. They keep fans wanting more. But with feed posts, again, as I mentioned at the start, you don't want anything too provocative. Don't be posting loads of fucking bikini pictures or any of this kind of content, because you want them to convert and you need to give them a reason to convert to people. Replying to comments. Now, replying to comments has very obvious effects. Obviously, you're making that customer who's never spoken to a girl before very, very happy. But also, with replying to comments, you're actually boosting yourself in the algorithm. So essentially how Instagram works is they will boost your reels or posts or whatever based on the amount of interactions on that post. So if they're replaying it, if they're commenting, if they're liking, if they're sharing, if they're saving, that's an interaction on your post. And the more interactions on your post, the more likely they are to share that post to more people. So you replying to comments not only makes more people comment, but also adds another comment to Instagram's tick box. So you're adding yourself. Not only is it another comment, but also Instagram like it when people reply to comments. That's like one of their big things. They want people to reply to comments. So something that's obviously very effective. Now, other interactions can include replying to DMs, going on your followers' profiles, liking all their pictures, saying that their wife looks very nice and that you'd like to stay for dinner. Shit like that is obviously other interactions which aren't as important, but especially at a mass scale. But on a smaller scale, you may want to do those. So a very brief content schedule for staying consistent. So let's just say you're not sure what to post. You've got some followers on your account. You want to stay consistent, but you're not sure. So this is a very brief content schedule that you can follow. Feed posts, 1 to 3 per week is absolutely fine. In fact, 1 a week is actually more than enough once you've got those 12 posts on your feed. Feed posts just add consistency and also, tell Instagram that you're active. Once again, pushing your posts to the top of your followers' feeds, which is exactly what you want. Story posts, 3 per day. The reason is because they are extremely effective. You can do many things with stories. You can, tell your fans what's going on today. Is there a deal on your model's fan view? Is she active right now? Or more importantly, all these kind of things are going to make guys extremely interested. Plus, as I keep mentioning, keep your model at the top of their feeds. Reels, 1 to 3 per day is fine. No more. Don't be posting more. Again, post reels with the strategy that we have in the course. Extremely effective. You cannot go wrong with this strategy. But you do need kind of a foundation to lay on. So if you have 0 followers, it's pointless posting reels because there's no one to actually gain traction on those reels. Instagram aren't going to push it to loads of people because you have no followers and you just started an account. But if you have 100 or a K plus, that's when you really want to start optimizing your reels and posting more and more. But don't post more than 3 a day. It's just spam. But for maximum reach, 3 a day really ticks Instagram's boxes, gets them hard. So reels. Now, reels are going to be the key to your organic growth. The strategy that is in the course has been used by us and many of our one-to-one students, some of which are earning 30K a month plus with this exact reel method as some of their only marketing methods. but also if this is not their only method, it's one of their most essential methods that they're using. You will grow with this method if you stay consistent with it and you do it correctly. There's zero doubt about it. Yeah, it's gained us and our students tens of millions of views and millions of followers combined. So yeah, it's a no-brainer. Compliance is very important and something that people kind of skip over a lot. Pushing boundaries is good. Being risky on your reels is good. It gets views, it gets clicks. It most certainly gets eyes on your model. However, once you do get an established IG, like 30K, 100K plus, you're going to want to keep that Instagram. Do not get that Instagram banned. It's a huge asset. If you're not, yeah, it's stupid if you lose that. So stay very compliant with Instagram's rules. Disclose that you're AI. Don't push reels too hard, meaning, don't be too controversial with reels. Don't show off your model's ass too much. Just stay very, very sensible once you have built up a decent Instagram following that you don't want to lose. And the reality is that Instagram, if they really fucking want to, they can go on your account right now and ban it. There's nothing stopping them from doing that. And in fact, my business Instagram at OFMKyle is banned right now. So proof that they can do whatever the fuck they want. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully that helps a lot of you with your AI models and especially with Instagram and growing Instagram accounts. So yeah, a little bonus for everyone, actually, since you stayed this long. We basically have access to a very useful bot that we use on FanView, and obviously many of our one-to-one students use on FanView as well. This bot will add likes to your FanView account. If you're not sure why that's important, basically on your FanView account, the first thing a customer sees is the amount of posts on your account and the amount of likes on that account. So if we can add, 2K likes to your account for free, by the way, all you have to do